In a world of silent stages, ISO cabs, and back problems, it seems like the traditional guitar amp is changing. You basically have two options. You can run a supercomputer, going digital with your sound, or you can keep your pedals and run analog. The Geneva Amp Sim V2 will quickly accomplish exactly that. Next up, we'll show you what a clean tone sounds like through the Geneva, then run slightly grittier with a touch of reverb. The Geneva Amp Sim V2 is an AC-style, all-analog amp simulator pedal. It has a 3-band EQ with treble, bass, and blendable top boost. If that knob is minimized, it's more like a normal channel on an AC30, and maximized, it's full-blown top boost, with the option to blend between the two. You also have typical volume and gain controls alongside the EQ. The more traditional way that this is used is with the cab sim switch to the left, engaging the amp sim, and running an XLR out of our active DI into your board. Let's hear an example of the Geneva ran fully overdriven. Next up, we'll play an example of the Geneva with a tube screamer type pedal, blasting the front end. In this last demo, we'll show off one of the coolest features of the Geneva. Turn the cab sim on, run an XLR out of the active DI, turn the drive-through on, which bypasses the Geneva on the 1/4-inch output, and run that to an amp. You basically have a dual mono or a poor man's stereo setup. If recording with this, pan those inputs hard right and hard left, and it sounds magical. Have a listen here. If you're looking for a smaller way to get a true amp sound, don't have the ability to use an amp, or your back just hurts, the Geneva Amp Sim V2 will fit the bill and sounds so good that you won't even miss your amp. Just be sure to pay your chiropractor a visit on occasion so he doesn't get lonely.